things. Ja in the late game situation. That won't count, but we love it.
The NBA is in shock, and the fans can't believe what is happening. The kids are now outshining their masters. As we witnessed the official passing of the torch in real time, this week the highs in the NBA were higher than Everest, while the lows were lower than the Mariana Trench. And here is the full course meal in its entirety.
Jalen Green on the top of Shawbridge's head!
Chapter 1. Last Saturday, Let Hero Cook. Farm-raised tanking, yoga, Ja, and Tyler Hero making his all-star case. Saturday night in the association was a vibe. But before we get into the madness, let's take a moment for LA. Wildfires postponed some NBA games, and our hearts are with everyone affected. Now let's head to Minnesota, where things heated up fast. Orange wristband Ant was cooking right from the jump. Flame-grilled hibachi-style buckets.
Split the defense, all down the lane, count it, and put him on the line.
Meanwhile, Dante DiVincenzo got absolutely humbled by the rim.
DiVincenzo got stymied by the rim.
The T-Wolves were doing their thing, turning defense into offense.
Terrific Jaden game. And hounding, bang, took his cookies, DiVincenzo, the lob!
But Rudy Gobert on offense? Yeah, still looking like he's got T-Rex arms out there.
Gobert, behind his head to Conley for three, highlights!
And after a game that stunk worse than last week's leftovers, Ja turned super clutch.
Handoff, Morant, 5 to shoot, wheels through the lane, now spins back, Ja hangs, puts it in! Oh, what a shot by Morant in the clutch!
Then we had Ant treating Jalen Wells like Usyk in the clutch, only to clank the game winner.
Crisis averted. Edwards for three. No good.
Memphis walked away with a 2-point win in a game tighter than Rudy's grip on the ball. Over in Phoenix, Grayson Allen decided to cosplay as Kyrie for the night.
Grayson on a run to the rim. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Grayson, welcome to the circus.
Kevin Durant, meanwhile, was back in vintage KD mode. Fresh cut, fresh buckets.
Back to KD, working on the rookie.
Don't do that, KD.
Then there's Bradley Beal, embracing his role as the sixth man, like he's gunning for that award.
Steps on the floor. It is nonstop. Beal drives inside and takes him.
The Suns never let the Jazz get too comfortable and walked away with an 8-point win. When we jetted to Detroit, Poutine Boucher was celebrating his birthday in style, making it rain like he got a gift card to the three-point line.
Chris, the three!
And as always, NBA officiating stayed true to form, predictably mediocre as ever.
Heck of a ball game. 4 seconds. Three. Cade to the rim. Oh!
It's like everyone in the building saw it, except the 3 people paid to notice. Cade Cunningham, another game, another triple-double.
Moment ago. Cade turns to the paint against him. Powers it up. And in. Count that baby and a foul.
As for the Raptors, they gave us a farm-raised, non-GMO, organic, free-range tanking masterclass. No artificial additives, just pure ethical losing.
Scotty weaving, finding Jakob Poeltl. That is pretty basketball.
The Pistons took it by 9, keeping the vibe strong in Motown. But in Rip City, Kel'el Ware was playing defense, like he was guarding the crown jewels.
Coast to coast, and beware of the Heat rookie center underneath, Kel'el Ware.
On the other end, Donovan Clingan gave us a basketball own goal moment.
Oh, that's an own goal as Clingan flipped it up into the air.
But the Blazers weren't all bad. They showed off some textbook teamwork.
And then, as the Blazers get the steal here in a run out. Oh, good pass.
Oh, wow.
Good pass.
Too bad they were up against the Tyler Hero show. Dude was out there proving he's all-star material.
Finds Hero. Yes. 11 points in the quarter for Hero.
Without Jimmy, Miami's young core was cooking as the Heat torched the Blazers by 21 points. Chapter 2. Sunday night. Found the juice. Sunday night in the NBA gave us pure entertainment. The Pacers were bipolar, Westbrook was ageless, and Cole Anthony was flirting with Mrs. Wilson. Over in Cleveland, Jarrett Allen wasted no time getting things started.
Jarrett Allen, he'll hand off to Darius Garland. Right back to Jarrett Allen. who opens the score.
but leave it to Obi Toppin to bring the spice.
Toppin just came up with another one.
And here he goes, pounds it home.
At halftime, Indiana was down 13, looking cooked. But no Tyrese Halliburton after HT? No problem. Andrew Nembhard decided to start launching grenades from the parking lot.
Out to Nembhard, a three. Banks it in!
This kind of shot.
But the Pacers are one of those teams that make you question reality. Bipolar, unpredictable, and somehow brilliant when you least expect it.
They had lost 8 straight. Nembhard again.
Yeah! Go at him, Andrew Nembhard.
They became the first team this season to hold Cleveland under 100 points and snapped the Cavs' 12-game win streak. Down in Dallas, the Mavericks came in hot. So hot, in fact, that the Nuggets defense looked like they were stuck buffering.
Pass like that. Wow, reverse finish, lively to pass like that.
But then, Russell Westbrook happened. Bro was out there playing like he found the fountain of youth.
At 5-on-3, Westbrook got it.
Seriously though, when is Jokic going to start getting some respect from the officials? He gets hacked like it's a WWE match, and they still won't blow the whistle unless it's blatantly obvious.
Jokic puts it up.
We're gonna call that on the floor too.
Oh my gosh.
What is the shooting motion? Hands in the cookie jar. No, that's absolutely going up.
Despite that, Russ was packaging Derek Lively's dunk attempt.
Wow!
Russell Westbrook with a rejection.
The Russ-Jokic combo, thriving. They're out there looking like they've been running pick and rolls together for a decade.
Now Jokic around the corner, dump it to Russ, and he puts it away.
Denver picked up their third straight win, cruising to an 11-point victory. Meanwhile, in Orlando, Cole Anthony was doing everything on the court.
Driving, lobbing it, Isaac, long arm, throw down by Jonathan Isaac.
And then Cole hit us with a post-game gem that nobody saw coming.
Y'all, you see with women, it can't always be the aggressive route. Sometimes you got to talk to them nicely, and I wasn't talking nicely enough to spoil or Mrs. Wilson, and so I started trying to be nicer to her. Ooh, I was supposed to windmill that, but I started trying to be nicer to her, and she started reciprocating her feelings right back to me, and so shout out to her.
Before you start Googling Mrs. Wilson, relax. He's talking about the ball. Cole was out there flirting with his jumper, and apparently it worked. The Magic rolled past the Sixers, securing a solid 5-point win. Over in Boston, DeJounte Murray came out blazing.
You ain't gonna see a whole lot of art.
Right. DeJounte back to back.
Yes!
Uh-oh, Ashley Larry's in the building, Joe.
Meanwhile, Derek White had himself a little oops moment.
Oh my goodness.
White out of bounds.
I promise you, today that happened in my pickup game.
Jason Tatum? Oh, he was in a war with the rim. It was him versus the iron, and he won more often. The Pelicans had a shot to steal the game at the buzzer, but CJ McCollum decided to play Santa Claus.
CJ on the run, off the glass, stays out. Great look. That's a heartbreaker. And he got the look he wanted.
Boston hung on to beat New Orleans by 1 point, while the Suns came up big in the clutch to secure a much-needed W.
7 on the shot clock. Booker, Beal, corner look, O'Neal. Boom!
Colin Sexton was letting rookie Isaiah Collier know he does not care about tanking.
The Jazz, about 3.5 seconds. Everybody standing up.
Oh no.
At Delta Center. Was that an 8-second?
8-second call.
8-second call.
I think Sexton and Isaiah were looking and talking to each other.
Collier, though, was doing everything for the Jazz on both ends of the court.
Collier races to the rack. Oh my goodness.
He capped off his night with a game-winning bulldozer layup in overtime.
Here, they've got a foul to give. That ball comes loose inside. Drive! Score it! Collier!
Zach LaVine was in fry mode against Sacramento, torching the Kings for 36 points.
Zach LaVine into the road.
Oh, meet me at the rim, Debo, and don't be late.
But despite his heroics, the Kings hung tough for their 7th straight victory. And in New York, it was the Jalen Brunson show.
Offense thrives as well.
Brunson, three-pointer. It's good. Jalen Brunson lighting it up tonight.
Chapter 3, Monday night, Northside Petty Kings. The NBA doesn't do boring Mondays. The Rockets got fueled up, the Spurs nuked the Lakers, and the Raptors, they went full petty mode. Down in Houston, Ja Morant was out there making pure business decisions on defense.
Ahead to Jalen Green, and Morant just backs out of the way.
I don't blame him, man. Have you seen Jalen Green jump?
Sometimes you've just got to preserve your energy and dignity. And just when things started heating up, guess who showed up? Tony Brothers.
Don't beat us. Oh, no. Did the clock malfunction? There's something wrong there. I think he's saying because Cam hit the ball twice. But he didn't dribble, he patted it 2 times. He didn't actually dribble, lose it.
This man was born to make bad calls. However, Ja was pulling up from the suburbs.
Short shot clock. Morant from half court. Put it in! Oh, Morant, long distance triple.
But Van Vliet's moonshots had NASA tracking them.
Lead is grenade. Oh! The Rockets bomb one back at the Grizzlies.
But wait, Jalen Green wasn't just a passenger on the rocket ship. He was the fuel.
Green draws 2, comes into the corner, elevates, floats it in, and got fouled! Incredible stuff in this first half for Jalen Green.
He brought his Make Me an All-Star bag early. 42 points on 18 shots, and insanely clutch.
Again, 2 on Green, gets by the 2, drives, in on Clark, Hayes banks, hits Houston by 1.
But just when we thought he couldn't do more, he went for the soul-snatching dunk of the year, but Edie got lucky.
Jalen, the short roll.
Dunk it on.
Yes.
They're going to call a foul.
Is he out? I think he's out.
And he is just fouled out of the game.
And when Aquaman starts styling on you, you know you're cooked.
Into Adams.
That's
no look
pretty.
at Thompson.
Steven Adams just knows how to play basketball, man.
The Rockets rallied for a 2-point W over the Grizzlies. In La La Land, Grandpa LeBron showed us that he's still got the bag.
It's Wemby and LeBron on the outside. The crowd recognizes it. Here comes LeBron.
But while LeBron was threading needles,
LeBron.
Nice.
Look at this pass. Look at this bounce and the finish by Christie.
Devin Vassell had no mercy, absolutely baptizing AD.
Keeps it. Oh, and he dunked over Davis.
And Wemby was on Showtime.
Throw down. Uh-oh.
Wembanyama. Oh, it's a dunk contest.
How do you even stop this guy?
Thought about the pull-up, now drives it, kicks it, Wembanyama.
The Spurs came out swinging in the 4th, dropping a 37-13 nuke on the Lakers.
Were you born then?
Horn. How about that? The alley-oop, Vassell to Wemby.
And after the game, Wemby and CP3 gave us a wholesome moment.
How about that?
They've been doing that all year long, by the way.
So generous with their time.
But the commentators, they couldn't help themselves.
He's got a built-in selfie stick.
It's awesome.
The Lakers got spanked, taking a 24-point L. But up north of the border, things got petty. The Raptors were staying true to their chaotic, trollish culture.
Kid had a Curry jersey on, right?
Oh, no.
They made him take it off because he was going to do a thing on the court. He put his Warrior hat and jersey.
Yo, this is messed
They
up.
put the Raptor t-shirt on him.
Look how sad he is.
Like, come on, Raptors. If you're gonna crush a kid's dreams, at least get the size right. Meanwhile, Steph was being Steph.
Deep 3! Yeah, this crowd goes crazy.
But then, Trey Boucher decided it was his night. First, he started sniping threes like he was auditioning for the Celtics roster.
Finds Chris, lets it fly.
Then he decided to give the rim PTSD.
Here's Chris. Oh! Driving through the lane.
Boucher exploded for 17 of his 18 points in the final quarter, as the Raptors stunned the Warriors, taking a 3-point win. Over in New York, Cade Cunningham continued his all-star campaign.
One free throw, and now Cade's down the lane, and the rim, the shot falls, and a foul.
And honestly, he should be an all-star.
Cade drives, spins, half hooks, hits, count that baby, and a foul.
But then Malik Beasley decided to take over. This man turned downtown Manhattan into his personal playground.
Hardaway Jr. passes on the shot, Beasley doesn't, and he drains it. Malik Beasley with a huge huge hoop and a shimmy.
The Pistons steamrolled past the Knicks by 5 points. That's gotta hurt. Meanwhile, Anthony Edwards was feeling himself.
Step through on Sarr. High arcing shot, of course it drops. Oh, he's a magician.
The only sad part, no Luka wristband. Kevin Love was out there looking like his UCLA self.
Made his first ring. Oh my. How about that? Kevin Love.
And the beard was giving us vintage vibes.
Gonna have to be a deep one. It's in the air ahead of the horn.
Oh, it goes for James Harden.
Chapter 4, Tuesday night. Atlanta got him on ice. Buckets were dropping, tempers were flaring, and the Suns, they remained allergic to Atlanta. In Dallas, Darren Holmes II was having fun out there. But then came the surprise flashback to Lob City.
Becomes more consistent. It'll come. Threes come and go. There's Jordan climbing the ladder again.
Accompanied by Jamal Murray, emptying his bag.
Will he make more magic? Oh, yes, he will! Jamal Murray is in the zone!
Dude was like a crazy girlfriend. He must have heard about Russ's interviews hyping up his chemistry with Jokic and went for 45 points.
Bullet feed, outside, fly by. Murray cans it for 3.
Nikola Jokic, even on a day off, still became the fastest player to reach 15,000 plus points, 7,500 plus rebounds, and 5,000 plus assists. And with the game all set and done, the commentators were having fun.
Seen the new uniforms, new people there lately? That's the modern 2025 model.
The Nuggets rode on Jamal's momentum to a 19-point blowout. Meanwhile, in Atlanta, Devin Booker was sending Vit into a vacation with the floor.
Booker works the screens with Allen, and Booker hits the shot.
But then, the Suns turned around and dug their own hole, giving Trae Young the entire state of Georgia to shoot from.
This guy will take it from the parking lot, and he's connected now on 3 long threes.
Trae, step back 3. Oh, he hit it! He hit that bad boy just outside the logo.
Dude was smoking something of the strong variety. At 36, Kevin Durant is somehow the best scorer, passer, rebounder, and defender on the Suns. And you gotta wonder if Phoenix is running on borrowed time. The Hawks locked up a 5-point dub and sent Phoenix packing, snapping their 3-game streak. Oh, and let's not forget, the Suns haven't won in Atlanta since 2014. Over in Indy, Donovan Mitchell was locked in from the jump.
Steal, and he's going to take it down and dunk it. Donovan Mitchell really going after it tonight.
He is feeling it, Mitchell. Mitchell, why not? He hits a long 2, which gives him 19 in the first quarter.
But then Miles Turner started haunting the rim.
Fake the pass, finds Turner. Beautiful play.
He slammed so hard the backboard might have called for insurance.
Defensively, as Cleveland goes back in, but the cut opens up for Miles Turner.
Vicious dunk by Turner.
Benedict Mathurin was fired up, maybe a bit too fired up.
To 10-2, it's Mobley running the floor is whacked hard. Mathurin saying he got all ball, and Mathurin just bumps Natalie Sago, and he's out. He's just been tossed.
That is huge with 4 minutes to go, too. A foul, 2 technicals, I believe, and he's gone.
That ejection, it opened the floodgates for the Cavs' Twin Towers to connect like they were using walkie-talkies.
He gets back and tees it up, Jared Allen.
The Cavs returned to their winning ways, taking it by 10 and ending the Pacers' 6-game streak. At the same time, in Wisconsin, the Deer was not just feared, it was downright terrifying. Damian Lillard lit a match early and never looked back.
Dame with a step back right behind 3-point territory, and a 7-2 start here for the Bucks.
Just understanding everything you're going through as a family in situations like that.
Oh, Damian Lillard, count it!
Giannis, on the other hand, was an absolute monster, and the Kings had no answers for the Greek freak.
Up and over.
Two-handed slam for Giannis.
The first quarter was a massacre. 47 points from Milwaukee. The Kings tried to battle back, but it was too late. They ended up swallowing a 15-point loss, halting their 7-game win streak. Over in OKC, Mr. Efficiency was back at it again. 32 points on 12 for 15 shooting. And as usual, the Thunder post-game session was on point. Nick's basically their 6th man at this point.
The opponent tonight.
Yeah, we played to our standards. For portions of the game, we could have been better, obviously. Still an NBA team over there, no matter who's in, who's out. But we got a dub after a long road trip, ready to go home.
Chapter 5, Wednesday night. Wait, what just happened? Kaiju season in San Antonio, heartbreak in Minnesota, and LeBron proving time is fake. The NBA on Wednesday was straight out of a movie. Deep in the heart of Texas, it was Kaiju season.
The pass, Edie battling, got it back, and he dunks it with Wembanyama. How about the stare afterwards, partner?
Wemby turned the paint into Area 51. No one was getting in.
Edie down low, swallowed up by the Spurs.
Slender Man had 8 blocks in the first half alone. But then Chris Paul showed why he's got high IQ status.
Chris Paul saying, Wemby, get in there, get a jump ball. he doesn't want to jump against Edie.
CP3 was like, look, I'm 6'0". I'm not about to wrestle with Cousin Lurch. Wemby, this one's yours. Ja Morant on the other side went full kamikaze mode, trying to dunk the entire Eiffel Tower.
Ja in the late game situation. That won't count, but we love it.
Sure, it didn't count, but if we follow the rule of cool, that absolutely should count. But despite Wemby's skyscraper defense, the Grizzlies snatched a 14-point win. Meanwhile, up north, the Raptors had the Celtics wondering if they'd wandered into a parallel universe, Toronto's tank? Apparently, it's fake news because Chris Boucher was out there splashing threes like prime Ray Allen.
Boucher, gather, Boucher!
Scotty Barnes was having fun on both sides of the court.
Scotty attacking behind the back. Oh, Scotty! Ball fake, Brown.
And then there's Jason Tatum, who just couldn't handle Dick. Grady Dick.
Need that shot, bring it out.
And a foul, Tatum. And Tatum is furious at the no call.
Scotty, in full hype mode, got so caught up that he forgot about the ball entirely.
Laughing. Hyping the crowd up and lost the ball. That's the turnover.
Somehow, some way, the Raptors defeated the C's by 13 points. The problem with the Celtics is that they play with their food, which might end up costing them a repeat championship in the end. Over in Minnesota, Rudy Gobert decided to try out some new sauce in his game. And let's just say it went straight to the trash can.
DiVincenzo on the cut, finds Gobert, and Gobert throws it away.
Coach Finch stayed stoic, but you could feel the disappointment radiating from him. And somehow, the Wolves decided leaving Steph Curry wide open was a good idea.
He's the guy to get this crowd going.
Curry wide open, big mistake by Minnesota. He is 4 of 4 from three-point land.
But while Curry was doing his thing, his fellow teammates were spicing things up with some friendly fire.
Lengthy conversation here between Peyton, Hield, and Schroeder.
Anthony Edwards did everything he could to keep Minnesota in the fight.
Anthony Edwards fires a three. Got it!
But Steph silenced the entire arena with a dagger from downtown.
Curry, corner sidestep three. Good!
He just keeps moving.
With a huge three. The Warriors take the lead back with 47 seconds left.
And for all you trade-happy fans out there, Steph had a little something to say.
All the Twitter fingers who's got deals that we need to make can kind of just shut up a little bit and let us figure this thing out.
Translation: your trade ideas suck. The Warriors managed to fend off a furious Wolves comeback, sneaking away with a 1-point win. When we jetted into LA, LeBron James was out there defying time, physics, and probably your expectations.
They have the ball. Turnovers have been a huge.
And not only did Gabe Vincent debut a fresh new hairstyle, but he also had his best game as a Laker.
By 12 on the scoreboard. Vincent against his old mates.
But the real heartwarming moment, LeBron made a fan for life.
Figures, and Gabe off the bench had 14. All right, that'll do it from Crypto.com Arena.
Wholesome overload. The Lakers snapped their 3-game skid with a 9-point win over the Heat. At the same time, in the Big Easy, the landlord was back on duty. Daniel Gafford reached halfway to Baton Rouge to hammer down an alley-oop.
And he sets it up for Gafford! Unbelievable!
Gracious.
DeJounte Murray, he turned Klay Thompson into a practice cone.
On the switch, Klay Thompson spins. Ball away, tough shot.
Not to be outdone, Trey Murphy III went into cruising altitude.
Hands by Brandon Boston. How do you finish it? That's the way to finish it.
then came back down just in time for a game-saving block.
They're knocked on the court. The opportunity for the win for Dallas. Blocked away! What a block! Okay, Trey Murphy comes through.
Dude has dual citizenship, offense, and defense. But if I'm being honest, the refs missing that goaltending call is absolutely unacceptable. The Pelicans outlasted the depleted Mavericks in a nail-biter, winning by 3 points, while Tyrese Maxey was out there pulling his best Grand Theft Alvarado impression.
Comes to Brunson, still no foul. Maxey knocks it away. Loose ball, picked up by George, calling time. It's going to be Sixers ball.
Jalen Green continued his rise to stardom.
Jalen Green on the top of Shawbridge's head.
The Knicks were back to their usual dominant self.
8 points in overtime, and now Hart steals it from Yabusele. Ahead with Bridges, alley-oop, and an exclamation point.
And of course, Derrick Jones Jr. kept his frequent flyer miles rolling.
Lobs it to Jones. He makes the grab and throws it down.
The Hawks embraced the next man up mantra as Keaton Wallace had the game of his life.
Tonight has been 17. Keaton Wallace hits on the backside.
Chapter 6, Thursday night. Who needs free throws? Thursday night in the NBA brought all the smoke. Buckets were falling, beef was stewing, and Shai, he didn't even need free throws. Over in OKC, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was hotter than a cast iron skillet. In the first quarter alone, he outscored the entire Cavs roster.
Caruso, bounce pass, Gilgeous-Alexander.
Lou Dort, on the other hand, broke out his patented Dortcher chamber, reverse engineered and all.
Minutes.
Zone defense trying to slow down the offense of OKC.
Lou Dort going one-on-one.
By halftime, OKC had dropped a casual 75 points.
A 23-point lead for the Thunder. Could not have imagined this tonight. Williams sticks a three.
The bald eagle was not left behind.
Cavs traded for him.
Caruso! A highlight here in the third.
But not everyone had a great time. Donovan Mitchell got the full Alcatraz experience, locked down by the diabolical duo of Dort and Caruso.
Just 3 first-quarter points. He was held scoreless against Oklahoma City last Wednesday.
Adam Flagler was a bricklayer out there going 0 for 9 in 7 minutes.
Flagler comes up short. Another chance here. Flagler will fire. Comes up short again. And another chance. 3 for $1. Dukas knocks down that rebound.
This man needs Duolingo for Chinese, but not for Shai. He didn't even need the fourth quarter to drop an ethical 40-point burger.
Yeah, I was going to say, go ahead.
Oh, man! Gilgeous-Alexander!
He became the first player in franchise history to score 40 in under 30 minutes. And in true Shai fashion, when asked about his free throws, he hit us with,
Yeah, I don't need free throws. When they come, it's a plus, but I don't need them. I get it however I take it.
The Thunder throttled the Cavs by 20, and the Cavs' faces were having an existential crisis by the third quarter. Meanwhile, in Sacktown, DeMar DeRozan was out there in his happy place, that deadly mid-range zone.
To stay on the game.
DeRozan will try to make him pay, and again he goes inside where there's a lot of Oh, look at that spin to get.
Debo was unstoppable.
And the Kings with it. Here comes DeRozan. He's put in 28. Now 30. What a shot!
Then came Malik Monk, animated, energetic, and in full crab walk mode. Monk got to know DeRozan is that guy. But in the clutch, he was out there giving it to Dylan the villain.
And Monk the other way into Brooks. The cross shoulder. The tries for lead. Foul.
Jalen Green poured his heart into the game as always.
Green on the move. Launches the three and got it. 1-point game.
Despite his heroics, they couldn't stop the Kings, who sealed a 5-point victory. However, in Motown, Miles Turner turned into a walking flamethrower.
Here's Turner, 5 threes, now 6.
Tyrese made his comeback from a hamstring strain and everything looked good.
And a left-hand layup by Halliburton.
But when the game got tight, Spicy P did what he does best.
Siakam the catch, turns, shoots, and scores! What a shot!
Of course, Beef Stew lived up to his name.
Siakam's still talking stuff. Isaiah Stewart walks in. He doesn't want any of that.
Who does?
So this rivalry's taken on a little bit more fire
Good.
after the Indiana win today.
When it was all said and done, the Pacers held on and secured an 11-point win. And over in Rip City, Zublaka was every Blazer's worst nightmare.
Denied by Zoo. Loose ball taken by Ayton. Denied by Zoo again. Oh, warfare at the rim.
Chapter 7, Friday night. Here is your MVP. Friday night in the association wasn't just basketball. It was a full-on drama series with dunks, defense, and plenty of trolling. In Miami, the MVP, also known as the most valuable passer, was as always passing out of his mind.
Long way pass. Jokic is out there. Give it to Gordon. Whoa! That's a fancy way to get a triple-double.
The Joker was unstoppable.
Back in the cold. He sets for 3. Yes!
His connection with Russ was as smooth as ever.
Maybe we ran out of gas or something. Great pass by Westbrook.
And on the other side, Jimmy Buckets was back, but he decided trolling was on the menu.
She's in his 17th season. Big man George still got some life in those bouncy legs.
Even after the game, Jimmy kept it entertaining.
It felt good to get out there and compete and actually run around with these guys. You know, as much as everybody may think, I don't got a problem with these guys. My beef not with them and never will be.
Despite the antics, the Nuggets rolled to a 20-point win. Meanwhile, in LA, it seems Ben Simmons found the fountain of youth. Or maybe he just borrowed it from LeBron.
Here's Johnson, bounce it. Simmons slams it down, punches it hard.
Speaking of LeBron, the 40-year-old king was at it again.
From the Lakers, Reeves, LeBron, finish it.
Dude's aging like fine wine, while the rest of us are milk in the sun. But the night belonged to Austin Reeves. He was out there looking like prime Kobe, taking over in the fourth with a career-high 38 points.
Yet another category. Reeves over the defender, D'Angelo.
However, the game turned into a shooting contest. Brooklyn and LA combined for 14 threes in the fourth quarter alone.
And pleading his case, Russell again.
I think the hoop got confused and thought it was an all-star game. But then, D'Angelo Russell, looking for revenge against the team that traded him, got his moment. Game on the line, last-second shot, clank.
Former Laker D'Angelo Russell handles it. Russell, jump shot, off the rim, no, rebound James, and that's it. The Lakers survive.
The Lakers barely squeaked by with a 1-point win, but hey, a win's a win. Down in Dallas, things were looking rough for OKC without Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Turns out, life without SGA hits harder than a Monday morning alarm. PJ Washington apparently woke up with a personal vendetta against the entire state of Oklahoma.
7. Here's a stop and pop. 3J Washington. And Dallas has equaled their biggest lead of the game.
But Lou Dort had other plans and decided to turn into a certified sharpshooter.
And it squirts out. Dort again from the outside. And Lou Dort, another 3!
Still, Spencer Dinwiddie wasn't here for any fairy tales and delivered the dagger to seal the win.
Use that clock as a 6th man. Then an open 3. Dinwiddie bullseye!
For the first time this season, the Thunder didn't have a 20-point scorer. No Shea, no shine. The Mavs snapped their 3-game losing streak with an 8-point win. Over in New York, someone walked away from Madison Square Garden with a brand new car. My man's got a story to tell his grandkids. But on the court, Ant-Man was doing his thing.
Edwards turns the corner! Electrifying!
The Timberwolves cruised to a 17-point win, while Zion Williamson was trying to convince us he's still a franchise player.
He knew what. He knew what was coming down the lane.
We had the two balls going at it.
There's Lonzo Ball hitting a 3 with LaMelo trying to contest.
Pritchard was out there giving dance moves to Carter.
Going into his bag, Pritchard. Call this one. Oh, yeah!
The Greek Freak was Greeking and freaking the Raptors.
Meanwhile, the other way, Giannis! Oh, they just got Greeked and freaked!
And as for the Bulls, they couldn't catch a break.
Back to Vucevic, 3 in the lead! Short, 1 rebound, still tied. Here's Levine, the pump, a 3 for the lead, a tough one, no! Dosunmu off the side of the backboard, and the Hornets, for the first time in 2 years, beat the Bulls.
Classic Chicago heartbreak. Anyways, wherever you are in the world, be the GOAT of that moment. Stay GOATed.